Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Comatose Streams. Comatose Streams. Well, today we are going to be working a bit more on Curtains Close. Curtains Close. Last time we recorded all of the vocals, and I've been listening back to them, and overall I'm pretty happy with them. I think they sound pretty good. I like the edits that we made at the end of the stream. So feeling pretty good about those vocals. Today I'm gonna kind of finalize the edits on the vocals and then get started on the bass guitar. And then we're gonna be pretty much done. I don't know how much else I want to add to this song. I think I want it to kind of be like a little bit bare bones. So probably won't do too much with synthesizers or orchestral instruments. I might do just like a little bit, just like a little tiny bit, but like, if anything, it's not gonna be much. So yeah, we're gonna really focus on perfecting these vocals, by literally like moving the notes around and like very slightly tweaking everything to like really sound nice and production level quality. So, yeah. Well, let's have a listen to the song where it's at, shall we? I don't think I have anything like big to update. I do eventually want to get like a Discord started, but I haven't done that quite yet. Maybe by next week that'll be my goal, to start up a Discord server. I think that would be a lovely thing to do. I would love to make this a very community-driven environment, a community that's built on a foundation of love and kindness and respect and tolerance. So I would love to do that. Hello, Noah. Welcome. Curtains close. We're doing it. We are perfecting the vocals today. But yeah. Hopefully next time, hold me to this, Noah. Next time we are gonna have a Discord server. It's gonna be up and running, and we can continue to build a wonderful little community. But how are you doing, Noah? How's your night going? While you respond, I will play this where it's currently at. We'll have a listen. If you respond too, no worries. When the curtains close, where do we go? When the curtains close, nobody knows. We thought we were free, but that was just a dream. We're only as free as our minds will allow us to be. Alright, there we go. That is where it's at right now. Let's see. Good, just grinding some work. Oh man, yeah. I've been taking breaks though. That's good at least. And I'll be bugging you about the Discord next time. Thank you very much. Thank you. That is much appreciated. Damn, I missed this take last week. I love it. Awesome. Thanks, dude. Um, cool. Yeah, don't work too much, man. I understand the feeling. I really do. And I appreciate, the passion and the hard work you're putting in. But yeah, just don't burn yourself out, man. Cause, um, like John, he's very passionate about the games. He's gonna keep pushing. But it's also our job to push back and not give him unreasonable expectations, which I have been doing a bad job of leading the way with because I do work late quite a lot. So that's not good, and I need to do less of that. Um, but I understand the feeling because sometimes it feels like that's the only way to get shit done. So it's kind of like a very conflicting situation. Um, but yeah, try to avoid it if possible. Um, and if it feels like it's not possible, then make it possible. Just showing the wizard some love, nothing too intense. It's making me feel better. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Well, yeah, do what you gotta do. Do what makes you feel better. But yeah, don't burn yourself out, man. Um, it's all good. At the end of the day, it's all good. um, I'm excited that Mark didn't work too much overtime for fishing. I think that's a good example to be setting. Uh, but yeah, I like how you went with the gruff voice. Sweet, dude. I'm glad the like roughness in the voice sounds pretty decent. Um, I think yeah, like the last stream I was kind of doubting it. I was like, oh man, I'm like switching it up too much. But then like after we made the final edits, it sounds like kind of nice and natural. So I am happy with where that's at. But we're gonna make it sound even better right now by kind of moving these notes around. We're literally going to tweak the notes that I'm singing themselves. And literally already on this very first note, I'm hitting the wrong note there. I go up to the right note here. I believe that is correct. That would be a C. And then that would be a B. But I'm hitting G sharp here instead of what I believe is G. And this is another place where the vocal piano really comes in handy because I can look back at the vocal piano. There we go. Right here, and I can see what note I'm supposed to be hitting. So I'm hitting that note, I'm flat. So I'm supposed to be hitting an A, but I'm hitting a G sharp instead. So that's going to sound a lot better once I change that. Pitch edit. And then, oh gosh, where am I? There we go. So we're going to move this, and you can see I do adjust it a little bit towards the end here. Like while I was singing it, I was like, oh, I'm flat, and then moved it up, like, within a split second. Because this is happening very quick. So I'm just going to lower that drift and move the whole thing up to A here. Yeah. And then this is B. That looks good. Maybe just flatten it out a little bit. But we don't want to flatten things out too much because we still want it to sound natural. And then when the curtains. So that's G. That is a G right here. Okay. And again, little bit sharp at some points, a little bit flat at some points, but then it all balances out towards the end. So yeah, there we go. There we go. But yeah, Noah and I, for those who don't know, we work a job that has a lot of crunch time going on sometimes. There's a lot of putting fires out. We make slot games, for those who don't know. And it's a very fun job, but it's pretty crazy sometimes. When the curtains close, where do we go? Okay. I think this is all pretty good. I could probably, like, lower the drift on some of these, but honestly. I think it's fine. Maybe this one. This would be the one I'd probably do it the most with. And then lower that to make it into B. Let's see how that sounds. Where do we go? Yeah, that sounds way better. Where do we go? Okay. That's all A. I think that all sounds good. This one I could probably move up a little bit. This is supposed to be a G, right? No, it's supposed to be an A, but I start off in G. That's fine. That's fine. That is all good. Just lower the drift of this guy a little bit. Like that. Maybe. I think that sounds better, actually. Okay. And this is B, but drifting out of it a little bit. So let's see what this sounds like. That sounds better, I think, lowering the drift there. When the curtains close. Okay, G. I am mostly hitting the note there, but I'll kind of lower the drift just a little bit, I think. Curtains close. Curtains close. Maybe. Curtains close. Curtains close. That actually kind of sounds better, I think. Maybe lower it a little bit, but then fine-tune it down a little bit. No, I think the first one sounds the best. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And then this is a D. I am hitting that one. That's good. I think these are all pretty solid. Okay, this here, though. This needs to be split up for sure. So let's split this note up. And then this can kind of drift down to a B and then shift down just a little bit. That sounds way better. Okay, and then here I'm just like a little bit sharp, you can tell. So I think I just want to move it down a little bit. Maybe lower the drift too. Okay, that's probably fine. This one probably doesn't matter too much, but I'm going to lower it down to an A, as it's a little bit sharp if it was going with A. Okay. And then this is B, but I think I want it to be C. No, B's fine. Right? B is fine. Let's look at the vocal piano. Yeah, B is good. Okay. But that was just a dream. Okay. Pitch edit. Okay. Just a dream. But that was just. So this one, they're both B, but they're kind of like dancing around the middle of the notes. So I think this one needs to come down, and this one needs to come up just a little bit, maybe. Let's see. But that was just. But that was just a. Maybe that one doesn't need to come up. Let's move. Actually, don't move that one, but move this one. Okay, and then lower the drift of this guy to make it all kind of more centralized in C there. That was just a dream. That sounds way better, I think. Okay. And this stuff is kind of fine. It's a lot of inflection, which is cool. That was just a dream. We're only as free as our mind. So that's an E. Is that correct? E is correct. Good. Could probably just lower the drift of this a little bit. There we go. As our minds will allow us to be. As our I do want to split this up though. Like that. As our This one's interesting. It kind of sounds better like that. Like if that's the note, then that's perfect. But I'm kind of dancing around it, but it sounds kind of nice, I think. Because sometimes when you dance around the note, it almost sounds like you're hitting the note. which is why a vibrato is a thing that works really well. Okay, this needs to go up, I think. Up to there. Our minds will allow us to be. Okay, and then these I'm probably just a little bit sharp. So bring these down to A. Or no, to G. Whoops. Lower the drift on this one a little bit. There we go. Those sound pretty good. But let's go back here. We're only as free as our minds will allow us to be. As our minds will allow us to be. This is all kind of fine, actually. Just the end of this here starts to drift off a little bit, so maybe just lower the drift a little bit, bring it down like that. I don't know, actually. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe just like a little tiny bit. This can probably move down a little bit as well. And then here you can really see like the vibrato in this one, where it's just kind of a wave around the note. So let's bring that down so it's a bit more around the actual note. Maybe not that far down though. Hi, Mom. Welcome. Dun dun. We are perfecting the vocals right now. Maybe just lower the drift on this a little bit. And then move it up just a little bit. How are you doing tonight, Mom? How's it going? I assume you must be doing pretty well if you're throwing the if you're throwing the bunks out there. Let's see. Should these be like that? Hey, 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 hey. Okay. Don't. So these are supposed to be E, right? Yeah, okay. It's interesting, like when I was listening back to this on like my headphones and stuff, I was like, man, some of these lower notes I feel like I'm a bit sharp, but then that one right there, I was actually a bit flat, which is very interesting. Curtains close. Indeed, indeed. Yeah, we're trying to finish up these vocals today and get them all like completely edited and sounding really nice, and then we'll start on the bass guitar today. That is the goal. I don't know how far I'll get on the bass. It would be pretty crazy if I could finish all of it. I kind of doubt that that's going to happen though. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, so I was sharp there. Okay, so I was hearing things correctly at some points. Okay, let's just lower the drift on this a little bit, but I do like the vibrato that's going on. And this needs to be lower just a little bit, like that. That looks good. The only thing is probably this part here. This could probably be moved up like that. Ooh, maybe not. Maybe more like that. Yeah, that sounds way better, I think. Okay, and now we're getting into the like more rough, edgy, edgy sounding vocals. Where I do a little bit of like a grunt, growl. So these are definitely going to be, there's going to be a lot more inflection on some of these, and that's just the nature of growly vocals. It's a little bit like so vibrato dances around the note, right? And that's what makes it sound good. It's almost like you're hitting the note if you're just kind of like doing a wave around the note. Growls really work because it's kind of the same as vibrato. You don't really need to like actually be hitting the note. You just need to be kind of close to it, and then it's doing that same wave around the note, but in like more of a distorted waveform. So the wave's like a little bit messy, but it's still dancing around the note, which is why it can sound really good, even if you're not fully hitting the note. But here I'm definitely pretty sharp, so I'm going to move that down. Sounds kind of weird though. Kind of sounds weirder than before, but I'm going to leave it because that's technically correct, and I'll edit it later if it continues to sound weird. It actually sounds pretty good. I'm already getting used to it. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you just get used to hearing things a certain way, and you're like, oh no, I liked it before, but you don't actually like the way it sounded before. You are just used to hearing it that way. Where do we go when the curtains close? Nobody. Here, this needs to be tuned down. This also probably a little bit. Maybe lower the drift on that just a little tiny bit. When the curtains close, nobody knows where we go. When the curtains close, nobody knows. Okay. Okay. Okay, maybe just move this little guy up a little bit. It's probably fine. Curtains close, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Just flatten this guy out a little bit. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. This one's interesting because it kind of sounds good. But let's try flattening it out and moving it up to where it should be and see how that sounds. That might be better. That might be better. How does this sound? Okay, I think that overall was an improvement. Okay, this little bit sharp there. Even though it sounds kind of cool, it's just a little bit sharp. I thought I was me, but that's the fantasy. I thought I was me, but that's the fantasy. Okay, so this is pretty good. Maybe just lower the drift a tiny bit on that particular guy. Or actually, maybe just move it down a little bit. That's probably good. Maybe I want to lower the drift just a little bit. And then move that back up to there. The fantasy, we are at the fantasy, we are everything and in love. Okay, this is good. I think I'm just gonna move it down a little bit so it dances around the actual note a bit more. But that's the fantasy, we are everything and in love. And then here I'm definitely hitting the wrong thing. Move that down to there. Everything and in love, we are everything and in love, we'll find our peace. Okay, that's good. Here I'm kind of gliding down, so it's probably fine. I think this one, maybe just lower the drift of that a little bit and then move the whole thing up. Okay, and then this part, let's lower the drift drift of this just a little bit. Move that up. Okay, everything in there sounds pretty good. Let's go back to here a little bit. Oh, see there. That needs to be moved down. Like that. Okay, so what do we got here? Down, down. C. Wait, no, is that C? No, that's B. What is it supposed to be? Vocal piano. Oh, it's A. I think I might be kind of off there then. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so let's split that up. Drift this down. Or maybe not. Maybe just, you know, fine tune it down. Maybe like that. What happens if I move it more down so it actually starts in A? Okay, no, I don't think that's the way to go. I think this is the way. This is an F. It should be an E. Same with this. That one looks good. Maybe just fine tune it down a little bit. This one, nearly there. Maybe just, oh no, that's probably fine. I end up hitting the note there, but then I think, oh, there it's probably fine. I'm just like a little bit sharp on the note, so let me just edit that a little bit. Move that down. Nope. That down to there. Just a little tiny bit. Alright, what is this? This is supposed to be an E, but I'm kind of in between F and E. I do go down to E there, though, which is good. But that's really the only place I do that. So maybe here I move this whole thing down to E. Ooh, whoops. Down to E, fine tune it up. Like that. Okay, and then here, supposedly hitting G, but yeah, that's probably about right. So here I might actually want to go down a little bit. Maybe like that. Dun dun. What is this note supposed to be? Dun. B. Okay. This is supposed to be B, and I start off kind of in between B and C, and then go down in between B and A sharp. So, okay. Let's move this up first. So it ends at B. See what that sounds. That's probably better. And then maybe like split this up here, move this part down just a little bit so I'm not super sharp. That sounds good. Okay, and this is supposed to be B, which it mostly is. So let me split this part up. And then just maybe like flatten this a little bit. Move it down to B more. Okay. Okay, that's probably fine. Okay, I think that's probably pretty good. Let's take a little break from the vocals before we listen back to those. I actually do want to edit the drums, especially on this last part. I think there's really only just one little thing I want to edit here, but this last part, they're just like a little bit off from the drums rough, so it sounds like a little awkward. So I'm gonna fix that. Let's see, like starting over here. I think like right here especially. Let's solo these things. That's probably fine. Let's move this just a little bit as well. Okay, it's probably fine. Cool. So I'm going to take a quick little bathroom break here, and then we're going to get started on the bass line. And we'll have another listen to the vocals that I just edited before we do that. But yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Hello, hello. I have returned. Alright, let's get these volume levels back to where they were. Cool. Alright, let's have a listen to this. To all these vocals. And these vocal changes. When the curtains close, where do we go? When the curtains close, nobody knows. We thought we were free, but that was just a dream. We're only as free as our minds will allow us to be. Okay, sounding pretty good, if I do say so myself. Yeah, I think overall happy with those changes. Might want to do like one more little pass through that at some point, but there is actually one more thing I want to change about the drums that I nearly forgot about, which is, yay, glad you think so, Mom. That is awesome to hear. There is one thing I want to change about the drums, though, where the cymbals are just not coming through that much in this, like, last chorusy breakdown-y part. So I think I need to change the velocity of them first of all. Let's bring these up. And then these guys as well. I'll bring these guys up. Oh, I guess not all of them, though. Don't select all of them. Just select these ones. Not everything else. And then bring those up. Okay, I think they're much more audible now. That sounds way better. Awesome! Alright, let's get started on some bass guitar, shall we? Some bass guitar. Okay, so we're gonna go to our rack here. And then let's see, where do we want to put the bass? Probably in between the drums and the guitar. It just makes sense. Where's this thing? I always forget where these are. I think, yeah, Reason Sounds, Reason Electric Bass. There we go. Preset basses. Could use either a pick, like a bass that's played with a pick, or a bass that's played with finger style. Let's use the pick, I think, for this one. And then try this first one out. Okay, we'll bring up our piano keys so we can play it a little bit. Cool. Cool. We're gonna give that like a little amp. A little bass amp. Okay, I think this sounds pretty good. Let's mess with this mid frequency. I don't really hear it too much. Oh, maybe I heard it there. Cool, I think 3 sounds the best. Then we'll turn the middle back down. Cool. Okay. That was not what we were gonna be playing though, by the way. The doon dun dun doo dun doo dun doo dun. We're gonna be doing something else. It's just fun to experiment. Okay, so let's bring this back up. We'll make the bass here a lot larger. Come on, give me. There we go. Make that quite a lot larger. Okay. We can change the color of this to be like a darker orange. Let's go with that for now. Cool. And I think what I'm gonna have the bass do is play something kind of slower at the start when it's just the guitar and the vocals going. And then once that beat kicks in, then it'll start doing some more funky stuff, some more funkalicious stuff, if you will. So let's go ahead and create this track, and we'll just make it expand the whole song here. Okay. And the chords, it's nice because the chords are literally just the same thing throughout the entire song. It's just E, G, D, well, E minor, G major, D major, A minor. That's all it is. But when exactly do I want this thing to come in? That is the question. Could have it come in here, or I could have it start from the beginning. Could also have it just come in with the drums. Let's try it from the beginning at first, because I feel like that would actually sound nice. So, let's see. E. Alright, let's start off with our E note there. That's an F. That is an F. Let us play an E. There we go. We'll make the velocity like the same as like the drums, 83 or so. Okay. Can everyone hear that bass, by the way, or is it too quiet? I was noticing that in other streams where I was working on bass, it just wasn't really coming through the stream, especially if you were listening to it on like a phone or something. But hopefully this thing has like enough treble to it that you can still hear it. But if not, I'll make it louder for now. And then down to G. You can hear the bass. Excellent. Don't want to go up or down there. Down to D there. Dum dum. Dum dum. Okay, excellent, excellent. The bass is coming through, it sounds like. Does that sound fine if I play a C here? Kinda, but an A is gonna resonate better. Alright, then we just kind of loop that for now. That's playing too early. And that's playing too late. Cool. And then I'll start kind of doing some more fancy stuff once the vocals come in, but not too fancy. Okay, so I want a note here when that strum happens. Dun dun dun. So down to B, I'm thinking. Maybe. Maybe G, actually. That'd be interesting. I don't know if I like that. What if I go down to, like, the next E? Curtains close. When the curtains close. That's nice. But it's not quite what I'm looking for. What about A? No, A definitely doesn't work. Let's try B. When the curtains close, where do we go? When the curtains... What if I just do the same E? The curtains close, where do we go? When the curtains close. That actually sounds pretty good. What if I go up to B here? Curtains close, where do we? The curtains close. That sounds kind of cool. Hold up, hold up. When the curtains close, where do we go? When the curtains close, nobody knows. We thought we were free, but that was just a dream. Hold up, hold up. I might run with this. I kind of like this. The curtains close, where do we go? When the curtains close, nobody knows. Maybe start off with it lower and then have it go higher on the next one. When the curtains close, where do we go? When the curtains close, nobody knows. We thought we were free. And then here I think I'll just have it kind of stay at E, if even playing that second note. Let's just try it without that note first. The curtains close, nobody knows. We thought we were free, but that was just a dream. We're only as free. And then here, maybe I can go down to that lower E. Only as free as our minds will allow us to be. Only as free as our minds will allow us to be. What happens if I play a different note here? I could go to a lower G here. Only as free as our minds will allow us to be. That's interesting. Let me have a listen to that. Maybe turn the bass down a little bit. Maybe give it some like reverb. Maybe just a little bit of reverb to start off with. Let's not do that one. I like the hall effect. So let's put that one on. Oop. All effect patches, reverb, the hall. Lower that wetness. When the curtains close, where do we go? When the curtains close, nobody knows. We thought we were... What note am I singing there in the vocals? It might sound better if I can get a note that matches with that too. Matches better with that. When the curtains close. So it is G. It is G there. Maybe it would be best if I went to G. When the curtains close, where do we go? When the curtains close, nobody knows. We thought we were free, but that was just a dream. We're only as free as our minds will allow us to be. Okay. Let's see. Let's add like a little bit of fanciness at a different part.
Nobody knows. We thought we were free, but that was
So like here. Here I can probably go. So it's playing a D. I can probably go up to A.
but that was just a dream.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
That was just a dream. We're only at that was just a dream.
Oh, you know what? That's what I'll do. I'll play the note a little bit shorter. It's not full-blown legato.
Curtains close. Where do we curtains close? Where do we go? Curtains close. Curtains close.
Lower the, or raise the velocity a little bit there, maybe.
Curtains close. Where do we go when the curtains close? Nobody knows. We thought we were free, but that was just a dream.
Raise it there a little bit too.
But that was just a dream. We're only as free.
And then here maybe add like a little lead into this E, this second E note.
Only as free. We're only as free as our minds will allow us to be. Allow us to be.
I wonder if following the vocals here with the bass would sound cool.
Allow us to be. Allow us to be.
Like maybe like a mix of the vocals and the drums almost.
Allow us to be.
Doom doom doo doom doo doom doom doo doom doom.
Allow us to be.
Okay, they need to match up with the drums though a little bit more.
Allow us to be.
Okay, like that.
Allow us to be.
Doom doom doo doom doom doo doom doom. Oh, I see what's going on. This needs to be shorter. Doom 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 doom. Okay. Okay, how does that sound with everything? I'll mute the guitar, just play the drums and the vocals.
Allow us to be.
Okay, I think that sounds pretty good. We'll go with that for now, and then I'll play a much higher note here on the bass. Dun. What am I singing there? G, okay. doo-da-dum. Let's see. Da-da-dum-da-da-da. I think this goes down to G, so we can go up there. Oh no, it's not G, it's D, I think. Dun 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 dun. Something like that. Let's only do the guitar now. So here I want to go back to A for sure. Okay, I think I got it. There we go. Let's try that. Da 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 do da. So this is B, which is probably fine. Let's extend that a little bit. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's add a couple strums here. Let's add one more. There we go. Maybe not. Okay, let's bring the drums in now. Okay, I think that sounds pretty good. Maybe this could be something different, like a D or C. No. Maybe if I bring this one down to C or B. That might be better. I'm not sure. I kind of like the higher. That sounds kind of cool. I like it that it goes a little lower at first there with that B note. Okay, and then this one. Dun, dun, dun. Oops. I wonder if I should have all of this go a little higher. Maybe that's what I should have it do here. Oh, whoops. Wrong notes. There we go. Maybe this one too. Maybe all of it. Okay. I think that sounds a little better. So I'm going to run with that for now. And then this part, probably not get quite as fancy as I did here. Like, it's nice to do it once, but I don't think I want to be repeating that throughout the entirety of this. But probably match the same strumming. At least as this part. Yeah, like that. Okay, and then here, we're gonna do something a little different. So what am I playing here on the guitar? Deed, deed, A. Deed, deed, A. Okay, something like that. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Then another little strumming session here. Maybe match the guitar a little bit. Dun da 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 dun. Could even move this down to E or something. I don't know about that. Maybe just A. Okay, and it'd be kind of cool if I kept this strumming going. Dun da 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 do da do dun da down. Oh, maybe, yeah, keep it at A. Yeah. Dun. Yeah, that sounds nice. What if I went all the way up to F sharp here? I don't know about that. Maybe A, though. That might sound good. Because then it just resolves back to A. Yeah. like that. Cool. How does this all tying in with the vocals? Let's take a look.
Our minds will allow us to be.
It's a little busy sounding. I'm not quite sure if I love it. Not quite sure. It almost sounds like all of it needs to like move back a little bit. Let me just try that.
As our minds will allow us to be.
That sounds better, actually. Yeah, that sounds better. I might leave it like that for now. I might just edit this first part because I think this very first note was fine. Oh, you know what I could do is build up to this. Like this. Maybe even more. Like that, maybe? Or even like that? I think this way was better. Cool. I'm glad I'm doing all this crazy stuff with the bass, though, because if anything, I like to cut back more than I like to, like, try to spice it up later on. So I'd rather I just kind of go all out now. Don't limit the creation. And then cut it back later if I want. Let's see. Do like some crazy little groove here. Let's see, what chord am I playing here? so this is A. But it's going into E. Okay. Interesting. Let's keep that at G. I think this sounds better at D. Because then it'll lead into E minor a little bit better, I think. And this goes down to G. This is D here. And this is A. Okay. Should this wait a little bit longer to come in? Something, it doesn't feel right here. Let's just do the drums and the bass. Okay, maybe it's fine actually. Okay, yeah, this needs to come in a little bit later. Oh, there is something going on there. Okay. Okay, that's probably good. Okay, I like the way that resolves. Okay, that's nice. Okay. Now, what we're probably going to do during this fast part, just so it doesn't get too extraordinarily busy, is probably not do as much crazy stuff. Probably keep it more like dun 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 dun, like just like a nice groove. Slow it down a little bit on the bass side while the rest of the song kind of picks up, and I think it'll be nice. It'll work itself out. But let's do just the bass and the drums for this whole first part. See how it's sounding. Cool, cool. I am digging it. All right, so now let's slow it down on the bass side a little bit. Dun dun dun. Like still probably something like that to start us off. So let's bring that in. I don't know where these notes started. It started at B, okay. So I think like that. Or no, that's A, my bad. A, cool. Okay, let's move those over. Okay, we're gonna change this a little bit. Like that, yeah. Match the drums a little bit more. No. So actually right here. Okay, and then here. Down to D. Yeah, yeah. Maybe. Maybe C. Let's bring the guitar back in. Oh, okay. I actually do want to change these notes around. Bring these down maybe to B. Yeah. Maybe down to A. Ooh. Get rid of the drums so I can just hear the melody. No, that doesn't work, I don't think. Not quite. No. G. Okay, ignore that part at the end. It's the same issue as the very beginning part. Okay, let's try G, because G worked at the beginning part, so we're gonna run with that. We're going to run with G. Let's unmute everything.
When the curtains close, the curtains close, close, the curtains close, close, where do we, the curtains close,
Maybe not D. Let's try B.
close, where
Yeah, maybe not so far down. E actually sounds kind of good there. I was already trying D. Oh no, no, I was doing C before. Yeah, D will probably work the best here. Yeah, okay, that does sound good. Okay, so what do I want to do here? Let's do just the bass and drums again. Da-na-na-na-do. Maybe. And then do the little strum at the end. Yeah. And then maybe just repeat that. Okay. Just repeat this. Okay, let's try that out with the vocals and everything. When the curtains close, where do we go? When the curtains close, nobody knows. When the curtains close, where do we go? When the curtains close, nobody knows. I thought I was me, but that's the fantasy. We are everything, and in love we'll find our peace. Hey, hey. Okay, let's just copy these one more time. We might make a couple edits, but it's mostly going to be the same thing. When the curtains close, where do we go? When the curtains close, nobody knows. I thought I was me, but that's the fantasy. We are everything, and in love we'll find our peace. Hey, hey, Okay. And then we will probably copy the part where the bass goes crazy and then just make a bunch of edits to it. I think I need just this part. And then this part, maybe? Oh no. That part too. Okay. That part too. Alright, let's copy that, literally pressing Control C. and then just paste there and see if that works. Yeah, pretty much. That pretty much does work. Oh, and then at the end here, gonna add a little bit. Just kind of matching the drums. Okay, there we go. Okay, all right. So now we're gonna make some edits, especially to this breakdown part, because I don't want that to be exactly the same as the other part. But how I want it to be different, I don't know. I'm gonna take a little sip of water here and think on this. Okay. Maybe right here. Move this stuff up, perhaps. Okay, there's a couple differences. Okay, I don't want this part to be exactly the same either. Maybe move this up to there. And this can go more down, maybe to C. Hmm. Interesting. That sounds kind of cool. Okay, yeah, I like that. And then here I'll add like a little boom boom bum ba-do. I think my voice might I want to tweak that a little bit there. Let's see. Pitch. Yeah, it just gets like a little bit. I mean, it's rough. It sounds nice. What happens if I lower the drift? Does it still sound rough? Sounds nicer there, I think. And then just lower the fine tuning a little bit. Same with this one. Lower that fine tuning. Okay, maybe don't lower the drift so much. Maybe that. Just a tiny little bit, I think, makes a good difference. Okay, it's getting there. Just a few more changes I want to make, but honestly, that's sounding pretty good. I don't know if I need all of this again. Maybe like get rid of that one. That sounds kind of fun. Maybe if I make it legato. Maybe if I make it like this. Just trying different shit. Okay. Let's see how that sounds. Okay, yeah. That does sound pretty good. There's something odd about this part, I think. I think this just needs to be extended out a bit. Okay, yeah. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Let's have a listen to all of it again. Actually, this is gonna go up here. There we go. Now it's a bit more of a rainbow. Yeah, let's have a listen to all of that again and just see how we're feeling about it. And I'll make sure that the bass is playing at a higher volume than it normally will be. My mom says, I'm feeling it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That is awesome. Yeah, I don't know if the bass is going to be too busy, but I always say that about the bass, and then I'm like, I like how busy it is. But yeah, I mean, I do want the bass to be like impactful and like playing these kind of like longer drawn out notes, but I feel like that's happening at the beginning and then it like picks up and it gets really fun. So hopefully that's how listeners feel as well. So yeah, let's listen to it. We like busy basses indeed, yes.
When the curtains close, where do we go? When the curtains close, nobody knows. We thought we were free, but that was just a dream. We're only as free as our minds will allow us to be. When the curtains close, where do we go? When the curtains close, nobody knows. I thought I was me, but that's the fantasy. We are everything, and in love we'll find our peace. Hey, hey,
Charles Raven Music on YouTube. Thank you so much. That's a huge compliment. That means a lot, dude. That is like what I'm going for. I love the Nirvana vibes so much. Thank you so much. I forgot I wanted to edit this middle part of the bass though. I want to make these a little bit different, not just repeating the exact same thing over time. So let's quiet that bass down just a little bit and work on these.
when the curtains close, where do we go?
I'm not sure if I'm feeling this particular part of the groove.
The curtains close. Where do we close? Where do we go? Close. Where do we go? Close. Where do we go?
Yeah, maybe hovering more around B there would sound nice.
Close. Where do we go? When the
Sounds kind of smoother that way, I feel like. Just a little bit.
go when the curtains close.
Or maybe it could, maybe it could like alternate.
Curtains close. Nobody knows. I thought
That might be the way to go.
I was me, but that's the fantasy. We are everything, and in love we'll find our peace. Hey, 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 hey.
Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with that. That alternating is going to be nice. Cool. And I think we're just about out of time today. So yeah, got the whole bass track laid down. Very happy with that. What's nice about this song is it's so short. It's like 2 minutes long. So like these things are just taking so much faster than I thought they would. But I guess I should have known, since I knew this was going to be a shorter song. I guess I should have expected it to not take as long. But I think I was just like keeping my expectations the same for like normal songs, normally length songs. So yeah, my expectations have been surpassed. It's very cool. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Much appreciated. And even if you did not watch, thank you for existing. Your existence is appreciated here at Comatose Streams. All right, thank you so much, everyone. Have a very good night, or a very good day, or a very good afternoon, or wherever. And yeah, have a good one. Goodbye. You like this kind of video? Oh, awesome. I'm glad you like it. Make sure to subscribe if you liked it. I do gaming streams on Saturday, and I do music streams on Wednesday. I will be back this Saturday for another gaming stream. I'll probably start up a new game of Civilization, so it'll be very fun. Hope to see you there. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye.